back to perFIcT Lifestyle's perFIcT Seasoning cooking show, cooking tutorial. We just have some fun with it. We are back for a nice carb-loaded meal this week with our special guest, Tammy. Welcome, Tammy, to the show. And we are going to, let's meet Tammy. Let's talk about what she enjoys. She's a fitness enthusiast. So, Tammy, tell us some of the workouts and the exercises that you enjoy doing.
I love going to the gym, working out with weights, and doing a little bit of cardio in the gym, as well as going outside, doing other things, totally outdoor adventures as well.
What's your favorite outdoor activity?
Motocross.
Motocross, okay. So when you're going to prepare to either, let's say, go for a heavy leg day, if you're really pushing the weights, or, because I know we've talked off camera, and you kind of enjoy doing legs and watching the guys watch you do for the weight that you push, or sort of your outdoor activity, what sort of things are you looking for to carb load, and how do you prepare for something like that?
Well, usually in the gym I just do, the weights and everything, so I'm really looking at watching my carbs then. But when I'm doing a heavy leg day and going out and riding my bike afterwards, putting in some miles outside, then I really want more carbs in my diet.
Okay, so somewhat of a healthy carb load, if you will, maybe with some healthy protein.
Oh, absolutely. Okay,
so let's try this. Let's go with an angel hair pasta. We'll top it with a nice lemon shrimp, and some fresh herbs, nice aromatics. We'll use some Italian parsley, some basil. We'll mix all that together and see if that works for either a nice post-workout meal or something to get you carb loaded the day before you go out on your bike.
Absolutely.
All right, so there we go. We're gonna do a nice lemon shrimp on top of some angel hair pasta. Here are the ingredients you're gonna need for this dish. All right, so before we start preparing our shrimp and our herbs and getting that all cut up, of course, we got to get our pasta going. So I have some water boiling here. I'm going to use an organic angel hair pasta. I want to salt my water, and I want to use some olive oil in it. Now, a lot of people, the myth is, hey, put olive oil so that your pasta doesn't stick. Your pasta is not going to stick as long as you stir it occasionally. The reason I put olive oil in my boiling water when I'm cooking pasta is that so it doesn't boil over. So let's get our get our water ready, and then we'll prepare our shrimp. All right, so while our pasta's cooking, I have some shrimp deshelled, tail on. We're going to season this now. I have a fresh salt grater right here. I'm just gonna put some fresh sea salt here. Chop that up. Got some fresh cracked pepper here. I'm not gonna do too much because I'm gonna let our perFIcT Lifestyle lemon herb seasoning really bring out the flavors from here. But I will add some olive oil. Just a little bit, not too much. I'm just gonna mix that up, sort of let that just settle in a little bit before we drop it in some hot oil. Set that aside, and now I'll chop up my basil, fresh basil. Just sort of give it a rough cut. Love basil, love making pestos with basil. You can make a nice pesto with almonds, any kind of nut, actually cashews. If you don't know how to do that, probably do that in the near future on one of our cooking tutorials. The Italian parsley, now I'm not gonna use that yet in here. I just wanna cook with the basil. I'm not gonna cook with the Italian parsley. I wanna toss this together. And we'll use the Italian parsley without the rough cut, without chopping it. We'll cook that right into it. We are going to put some white wine in there, nice little surprise punch ingredient there for you. Liven it up. It's also good to pair this dish with a nice white wine. I'm going to use a Riesling because it has some sweetness to it. So when you cook it, the sweetness, the sweet flavors from that Riesling, sort of going to bring out your shrimp flavor, sort of marry into that liquefied sauce that's going to be created when we're sauteing it. We're going to take it over to the stove. We're going to get this dish cooking. I'm going to add some lemon herb before I get over there, but I'm also going to cook with it as well. So meet me at the stove and we'll get this thing rolling.
Those with a passion for food typically have a tantalizing passion for spices and herbs. perFIcT Lifestyle appreciates recipes that revolve around a healthier plate. And when it comes to eating healthy at home, recreational chefs feel the same. perFIcT Lifestyle is here to make sure your meal plans are not only loaded with healthy choices, but seasoned properly with the right herbs and spices. perFIcT Seasonings.
All right, so before I toss this shrimp in, I want to check my angel hair. This is not your regular pasta, thick pasta like a rotini or a penne. Angel hair cooks fast. It's not the traditional 11-minute cook. So we want to toss it around. This is actually almost done. Just going to spin it around a little bit, make sure it doesn't stick. It's almost done. By the time I get the shrimp sizzling and start sauteing it, this will be done. I will pull this out. I like to use this slotted top to this pan so I could just pull it right out and let it drain. All right, so I have my fire on the bottom of the skillet. I'm getting it heated. I want to be able to pour the oil in and have it hot, ready to go. So here's the olive oil. You'll see it. It's already starting to move a little bit, the olive oil, because you want it to drop and you want it to be hot immediately. It's already starting to separate a little bit. It should run pretty easily. There you can see it's already loosening up. It's ready for the protein. All right, so here's our shrimp with fresh basil. We had fresh cracked salt, pepper, fresh sea salt ground up, and we have the lemon, or perFIcT Lifestyle lemon herb. So we're gonna drop this right into our skillet. And you can hear that sizzle. That's what you're looking for when you drop proteins into a skillet. You want to feel it, you want to hear that sizzle immediately as it drops. Now with shrimp, as you know, it's going to turn pink. It's going to get that nice bright pink white color. It's going to look solid. So that's when you know when this is done. Just want to keep it moving a little bit. Keep tossing it around like that. You don't need to use a spoon with this. Given you got the olive oil on a non-stick surface, just keep swirling it around. All right, so our shrimp is almost done. As you can see, kind of getting that pink, sort of getting that solid white color. Now I'm gonna add my Italian parsley, whole leaf, didn't chop it up. I don't want no rough cut, I want that in there. I'm also, now as that's mixing in, I'm also going to add my Riesling. I got a nice Kendall Jackson Riesling, and I'm just gonna pour this in. I'm also going to add some more of our lemon herb right on top. Now, so we keep it fresh, not just with the herbs. We got some nice fresh lemon. I got a lime. Limes can be tough, so you want to squeeze, just roll it firm, pressing down, roll it to get the juices flowing, loosen up the lime itself, okay? And I'm just going to squeeze it right into this dish. Just want some fresh citrus. This is starting to really smell incredible. You can smell the white wine. You can smell the aromatics as far as the herbs are concerned. We're going to add this fresh citrus to it. Mix that right in. All right, so this is ready to go, but I'm not going to pour it. I just want to transfer it because I want to save the juices and the flavors. I'm going to take this shrimp, I'm going to put it in this bowl, set it aside for now, and I'm going to save the liquid that's at the bottom. And I'll show you why in a moment. So this is what we're looking for. See all this flavor right here? The herbs, all that lemon, the olive oil, everything that's baked in. We want to save that. Here's why. We're going to bring it back over here. We're going to lower this heat. We're going to bring it down to a simmer. We're going to bring our angel hair pasta back into the mix. We're going to dump that right in there. We're going to soak up all that flavor. You don't want to spend too much time on it. You don't want to, let it sit there and bake in a hot pan. Maybe want to add a little bit more olive oil just to loosen things up. We're going to put a little more of the lemon herb. Not a lot, but we do want to season our pasta. We're going to bring this over here. All right, so you saw another masterful recipe put together. We got some nice angel hair pasta with a nice lemon herb sauce, fresh shrimp on top with fresh herbs. We got Tammy's dish here so she can get ready for her cycling in the morning. We're gonna top this and just kind of sprinkle some fresh twigs of basil. And of course, she needs to relax tonight while she's eating. So we're gonna pair this with the same wine. Now here's a rule for you. Do not cook with wine that you won't drink. Don't go find a cheap bottle of wine. If you're going to cook with wine, make sure it's wine you will drink. So I'm gonna pair this with a nice Riesling. Tammy's got her carb load for her cycling. She's got some healthy protein with shrimp. Tammy, thanks for joining us. I'm gonna leave you to it. Hey, when we come back next week, we got a nice pasta salad with a tribute to a member of our perFIcT family who's now watching us from above. So when you come back, we're going to introduce you to Cookie's perFIcT pasta salad. We'll see you next week. Tammy, enjoy.
Thank you.